TB2 pod. We back again. We got some AEW stuff that we really need to cover because we've got Dynasty coming up and we got a prediction show we got to do. So we've got to put all this information out there and get ready for our predictions. I mean, let's be real. TB2 is always putting out pay-per-view predictions. We're going to recap it as well. We got interviews coming. We've got reviews of Raw and SmackDown. WrestleMania is around the corner. TB2 will be in Las Vegas. Hit us up. Let's shake some hands and kiss some babies and gamble some money and have some drinks and have a good time. Please hit us up. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on YouTube. I am here talking AEW as the Burr. You can spell it out. B-U-R-R. And I'm joined, as always, with the other half of TB2. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the boss, B-O-double-dollar-sign. What's up, man?
Mic check 1 2 podcast on blast. It's the boss and the Burrr, and we talking it fast from the ropes to the ring. Every bump, every scar. If you doing your thing, bitch, we know who you are. I just improvised the last part, but yeah, doing good, man. What's good, y'all? IWC. What's happening? TB2 faithful. What's happening? All my peeps. We got AEW, man. Busy week. AEW Dynasty weekend, bro. I'm excited to see you for WrestleMania weekend, but I'm also excited for Dynasty. We got to put one foot in front of the other, man. AEW, baby.
Yeah, we're going to do this just like we normally do. It's a Collision and a Dynamite because a lot of their stuff interweaves with one another. I'm going to break down some of the stuff that happened on Collision that doesn't really carry over. We'll do that first because it was all the way back last Thursday. They had a special Thursday night Collision that we're covering. And then all the way back over here, almost a week later, Thursday night Dynamite. And then we've got Dynasty this weekend. A lot to go over. It's
Final Four. Final Four fucked it up. Threw a little monkey wrench into the schedule.
Yep.
Shout out to Michigan. Did they win it yet? It's official, right? Michigan.
Yeah, it's official.
Yeah, I thought Michigan I saw that. They beat the hell out. I seen them beat the hell out of Arizona, and I'm like, all right, I don't need to watch them beat Connecticut. So congratulations to Michigan. The Final Four is over. College basketball is over. Now we could lock in. AEW could get back on the regular scheduled program.
Side note, I didn't win my work March Madness bracket. That is not gambling. It's just a work competition between coworkers that has a financial incentive at the end.
Right.
But
who'd you have winning? Who'd you have winning?
Well, honestly, I had on this bracket, I had Houston over Michigan in the final.
Oh, you was close.
I was close. But my secretary had Michigan going all the way. She don't know nothing about basketball. She asked her brother what to put in there. He said put Michigan in there all the way. And I had the lead all the way up to that final game. If they would have lost the final game, I would have won because I had enough points. But once Michigan won, it put the nail in the coffin for me. And I knew once they beat Arizona the way that they did, I knew it was probably a wrap. I was hoping, but I had a bad feeling. So lost out on $100 on that one.
You was close, man. You was very, very close, man. Some people don't make it out the Sweet 16. I didn't even participate this year. But yeah, congratulations to Michigan. Congratulations to the lady that won over Burrr. When I see you in the parking lot, lady, I'm going to shake your hand, but I need to borrow 10 because I know you got it. I know you got it. Don't tell me you don't got it because you got it. And I need 10 of that. I need 10 for Burrr. Me and Burrr going to split 5 and 5. So yeah, let's get into AEW, baby. Come on, Burrr, talk to me.
Let's get in it. So we got Collision in Winnipeg, and then we've got Dynamite in Edmonton, Alberta. So we're still up in Canada. You know, we got Dynasty going to be in Canada. They're doing a full Canadian tour. So on Collision, a few things that don't really carry over. We got the tag team champions on the women's side, Divine Dominion, the Megasis, and Lena Cross fighting some jobbers. It's a squash match. They win. That's pretty much all I need to say about it. Nobody I know in this one. Not like Nixie XS. So yeah. I mean, they're dominant champions so far. They're 5-0 right now as a tag team. They haven't lost. So they're building them up for something. What? I'm not quite sure. So we'll just have to see.
Okay.
Next we have the Hurt Syndicate.
We hurt people. We hurt people. We hurt people. We hurt people. Hey,
And
my daughter, hey, my whole family sing that shit. Yo, that get bumped in the car. What are you talking about? We hurt people. I ain't gonna lie. That's one of the reasons why I started watching AEW again. Cause cause niggas with attitude, aka the hurt, came to AEW, man. Niggas with attitude. MVP, nigga with attitude. Shelton Benjamin, nigga with attitude. Bobby Lashley, nigga with attitude. Like, man, it don't get no, man, stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. We hurt people.
hey, boss, this might be your opportunity because apparently they looking for a fourth member. That's what they come back in their promo and they're
Oh,
saying. They looking
man.
for a
Well,
fourth.
hey, before MJF, became the devil himself, he was dick pulling a little bit trying to get down with the get down. You know what I'm saying? He was doing all type of shit. They had him doing all type of work. Hey, I could do it too, man. Put me in there, man. And unlike MJF, I'm gonna stay right where I'm at. And I know I'm gonna get down. I'll be down by the third assignment. By the third assignment, I'm gonna be down. I'm gonna be in there. So hell yeah. MVP, call my phone. I know you're gonna be at fourth rope, man. I know you're gonna be at fourth rope for sure out here in Las Vegas. I don't know what AEW got going on, but I know you're gonna be out here for fourth rope and other promotions. So MVP, man, get with your boy boss. We hurt people.
Yeah, I don't know if this is they've had rumors before about Cedric Alexander coming over. He was the original fourth in WWE. I'm okay if
Get
it's not
Carmelo
him.
Hayes in there. Oh shit.
Oh.
Hey, we about to have Nation of Domination 2.0. Yo, I'm for that shit. Get Swerve strict. Now Swerve a little bit. He's a suburban kid, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, get Cedric Alexander in there. Get Carmelo Hayes in there. Get what's old boy now? Apollo Cruz in there. Yeah. Get all the niggas in there. Hell yeah. Get all the niggas that ain't doing shit up in there. And it's on and popping. And then have Prince Nana manage their ass.
I wonder, do you think Swerve would be
Nah, he ain't he wear lipstick and nail polish and shit and eyeliner and he wear punk rock shit. Yeah, they didn't never let him get in. The Hurt Syndicate, them niggas never let motherfuckers like Swerve get in there. They never ever. They'll let LA Good Night come to the cookout before they let Swerve. You know, like
couple other things we have going on. Willow has a match, a TBS title. She defends her title against a returning Hikaru Shida, which was a pretty good match. She got a nice little pop. Hikaru Shida got a nice little pop. I thought that we may have a new champion because at one point Willow took 2 knees back to back. She took a big knee, got a 2 count. Willow got up and took a second knee that was harder than the first one. 2 count and kick out, and then she rolls up Hikaru for the win. So Willow stays champion. But all in all, it was a pretty good match between the two.
With Hikaru returning, that add a little bit more depth to the women's division, bro. And for some reason, in my heart of hearts, I think now, that now that she's back, yeah. Willow, you might want to watch out. I think the women's division should be on notice.
Yeah. I wonder if this is to help out with Tony Storm missing time in action. I wonder if this is to help bring in.
You read my mind. I was like, they lose one, they gain one on the roster with that. And you need that. You need shit like that. You need somebody that actually gets pops, actually know what they doing. Got some AEW love, got some New Japan love, but somebody established like her,
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt the AEW women's division,
Well, and we set up a match for Dynasty. We have a backstage promo with Jamie Hayter. She's sipping on a Haterade on a daily, and she says that our girl Tekla has a big mouth, and that she's gonna challenge her for the belt at Dynasty.
Damn. One half of the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter, they been on a streak, you saying, you keeping track of the streaks for your boy. We all keeping track for the IWC. So I guess she feeling herself. I mean, she's up there in the contention, I reckon. So, I mean, I don't know. Why not? Why not have challenges?
Yeah.
I think Tekla we keep talking about Tekla the last couple weeks about her boss aura, about how she just going down darker and deeper into her character. And yeah, man, she got old faithful brass knuckies with her just in case Jamie Hayter get out of bounds. So it's an interesting matchup, nonetheless. Good little promo to build up Sun Challenge the Queen Bee right now, Tekla.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm good with it. This is probably going to be a good match. Tekla's probably going to keep the title just because it's kind of thrown together, but I'm going to enjoy the match. It's better than the alternative. It could have been somebody like Harley Cameron. No disrespect, but you know what I mean. This should be a relatively good wrestling match all on itself.
Yeah, man, we don't. I mean, sometimes I'm cool with a squash match in a pay-per-view, but yeah, man, they got to give us a little something, man. I'm not up on the AEW pay-per-views calendar. I'm not gonna even lie, so I don't know what follows this or how often they do pay-per-views, but gotta showcase the women.
Yeah, yeah. And then the final thing before we kind of get into our weaving in and out, also on Collision, that Thursday night Collision, we had Tommaso Ciampa against Juice Robinson of the Bang Bang Gang, and
Uh-oh.
this was also a pretty good match. Juice is over, which again is kind of surprising to me, but they're
Thought you
pushing
liked Juice.
Tommaso.
I thought you liked Juice.
No, I do. I enjoy Juice. I'm trying to figure out what he's done in the time frame of the last few weeks, I guess, to have gained that pop. You know, it's like okay, it's like going from Jey Uso pre-Yeet to going to Jey Uso in a month Yeet. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like there's
Well,
nothing that Juice Robinson.
Jey Uso had a dance,
Right, right, which is what I'm confused
and I
about because
mean, come on, let's keep it real. Jey Uso kind of have a story. He kind
no,
of built up to the Yeet, you know.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's a crowd reaction. It goes from not really having a crowd reaction to then having a massive crowd reaction. But he had it because of the Yeet. Well, Juice Robinson doesn't have the Yeet, and he's still getting that type of pop. It's not as big as Jay, but he's still getting pops in the arena when he hadn't done really anything but wrestle a few matches.
Wrong. Well, you're gonna have to go back on Juice story. You're gonna have to go back and see the Juice Robinson development. And I mean, if you don't feel like he developed, then that's a different story. But Jay Uso, he earned the Yeet pops, bro. And it's not because of the Yeet. It's because it's the Uso penitentiary. He got away from Roman. Like he went against his brother. Like he had a whole build up, bro. He had a whole build up. I wasn't mad, even though, I think John Cena should have won that Royal Rumble, but I wasn't mad that Jey Uso won. But cause he won cause of Yeet, but he got multi-layered. I think the Yeet was the climax to him because he ain't
I'll,
shit, but it ain't a gimmick, bro. I think he got multi-layers to his character and to how his history to make people love him and get behind him.
oh,
AEW ain't been around that long to build that up for some people, you know? So that
and
might be where you stuck at with Juice. He ain't did
well,
enough yet.
and I can understand what you're talking about with the route that Jay has gotten and everything that Jay has gotten. I get that. I understand that. But sometimes at the end of the day, people are doing it just because it's a dance. I mean, let's be honest. People were
Oh yeah.
fandangoing for months on Raw and Donna, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. Everybody was doing it. And it's not because Fandango had this long story. It's not because Fandango is well respected by everybody.
Yeah, he got something that's over.
Yeah.
You right. You right. I mean, Jay got over for the Yeet for sure, but I don't know, man. Juice got a little bit of layers in history, but I
Well,
understand what you're saying. But is the crowd supposed to give fucking Tommaso Ciampa the fucking pop?
no, they're not. Tommaso's the heely heel right now. So he's partially, and it could be just because he's playing the baby face right now. Maybe that's the reason. But he's just been getting bigger pops here lately, and I didn't know where the shift was. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's I enjoyed Juice Robinson's work. I loved him in New Japan. He did good work in New Japan. I actually kind of enjoyed him when he was in NXT. but I just don't know why the crowd has shifted so much over the last few weeks. And so I'm wondering where they're going with it. They may be giving him a nice little push. Who knows? Um so doing the Collision Dynamite thing, we're gonna go ahead and get into some of this Will Ospreay Death Rider stuff. Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do
All
it.
right. So on Collision, you had a Jon Moxley versus Anthony Bowens match. It was an eliminator match for Moxley's title, right? So the main story of this match, honestly, is Bowens trying to impress Hook. He's trying to get him to let him join in the ops. And you know, throughout the match, you sit there and tell the camera, "Hey Hook, do you see that? Hey Hook, man, can we just get back to this? Can we just get back to scissoring? Can we just get the Acclaim back together? Can we just get Max Caster and Bowens back together? Let's just do this to where he's not getting into the group. He ends up feuding with the ops. The ops are jumping him because he didn't make it, or he slaps Hook in the face for some reason. And Max Caster makes the save, and we get the Acclaim back. Can we just do it and be done with it? So I get my big set of scissors back down, and I can be celebrating the scissor once again. Can we?
No.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
No.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair, I guess. That's fair. The match is a decent match. Bowens has a pretty good showing, but the whole focus on him trying to join with Hook and whatnot, I mean, it's he gets one point where it looks like he could win. He hits 3 spinning forearms back to back to back on Moxley, and then after the pin, Moxley catches him in the bulldog, hits him with a Death Rider, and yeah, Moxley eliminates Bowens from title contention. So looks like we're not bringing Moxley's title to the ops anytime soon.
Eliminator style. Moxley, the Death Rider himself, Jonathan Moxley, Dean Ambrose. I had to take my glasses off so I could read our cue card notes, bro, and make sure we on the same page. You started talking about Hook, I was like, oh fuck.
It's all good. Some of this is stuff that I had taken extra notes on. So
we're going back and forth from AEW Collision to Dynamite. I'm following you, and the fans are following you at home. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jon Moxley.
Well, he ends up getting jumped at the end of this match. He wins the match, but Ospreay comes out and attacks him. Grabs the chair, tries to Pillmanize Moxley. The thing is, we get the Death Riders coming in, dragging Moxley out, you know, saving Moxley on this occasion. And then Ospreay does a promo afterwards, basically, you know, just reiterating the fact that it's not personal to him, but again, he just wants to snap Jon Moxley's neck. So, if that's not personal, I hate to see what happens with Will Ospreay when he does get personal.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely personal. You got your neck personally broke down. You got put on the shelf. Bro, I got a question for you. Who put him on the shelf?
Moxley.
Fucking personal. Fucking personal. You're a liar, Will Ospreay. You a bad one at that. It's personal as fuck. What do you mean, bro? I don't want to hear you lie anymore.
Well, we get another chapter of this whole thing because at the beginning of Dynamite, there starts a brawl in the parking lot, right? With Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay, and the Death Riders show up, but we see that Ospreay is brought back up too in a vehicle. Alex Windsor, which is his wife, gets out, but I guess they ride together, which would make sense. But he's got the United Empire from New Japan with him, and they're ready to fight. So we get a brawl in the parking lot between the United Empire and the Death Riders, and it's a nice little scuff up.
Yeah, you know the Death Riders, that's they forte though. That you going in a dungeon with that type of shit.
Yeah,
that's dangerous. But at least you brought backup with you, because your wife got some beef coming up soon.
Yeah,
with one of the Death Riders. So I mean, you know, she pull up, hop out with her man. You feel me? I like that. I like this brawl. I like this type of brawl parking lot. And like I said, the Death Riders, this is what they do best. They brawl and beat your ass in the parking lots, in the backstages, in the out of the ring areas of the, you know, AEW compound. So yeah, fuck. Yeah, hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
this sets up a match for later on tonight. We'll get into that. That's closer to our main event segment. But it sets
Yep.
up a major match tonight. So we get that towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
We get Don Callis backstage talking about how Kyle Fletcher is hurt. He hurt his leg. He's injured. Shout out Kyle
Yeah.
Fletcher. That's a huge
Yeah.
hit to the roster. I'm enjoying watching his matches. I was enjoying his TNT title run. So since he's injured, they have to, vacate the title. And they're doing it via a casino gauntlet match at Dynasty. So we're not sure
Mm.
who's competing in it. We're not sure who's going to be in it. I'm sure they'll have some matches, upcoming or maybe some tonight that have to do with it. But at this point in time, we really don't know what's going on with it. We just know Kyle Fletcher's hurt. And then Don Callis later in the show proceeds to talk about how he was close to having a match between Proto Okada, which is Okada and Kyle Fletcher, and the Young Bucks. But since since Fletcher's hurt, he's going to replace him
Mm.
with Takeshita. And he knows that there's
What
some
the fuck?
animosity, there's some tension in the air with Okada and
Mm.
Takeshita. So he
Yeah, yeah.
tells them, hey, listen, boys, I know there's tension. If you guys team up this weekend, you bring this big win home, I'll let you guys do a friendly competition fight after that. But you got to team together first. Let's prove we're a team, and then we'll just do this. We'll get it out of the way, and we'll be done with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Speedy recovery to Cal Fletcher. So the boss got to say, and what the freak are you thinking, Don Callis? What are you doing? You said my man's up to get jumped. He's the oddball of the group. Why are you putting him in the match? You know what I'm saying? And you know these dudes don't even like each other. So I don't know what Don Callis is thinking. If he's thinking about the Don Callis family, he should have put a better team together against the Young Bucks.
Don Callis dropping like flies. Josh Alexander getting hurt. Kyle Fletcher getting hurt. El Clone, Henchicero, y'all better watch yourselves.
Right?
Well,
Right?
soon
Shit
after,
getting ugly.
yeah, they starting to look like the Vision over there. It's getting rough.
Uh-oh.
So right after this, we actually get the first one of our casino gauntlet match participant eliminator style. It's trying to get the first and second place, first or second entrant in the gauntlet match. And
Yeah.
the announcers try
Started
to
off.
put it over that you have the best chance of winning if you come in first or second in a gauntlet match. I guess I disagree.
I disagree too, because I mean, I ain't the smartest, man. I graduated from school in North Las Vegas, Nevada. So I ain't the smartest, man. But I know um the gauntlet match ain't it where you gotta stay in that bitch and win
Yep.
out.
Yep.
It's just like a Royal Rumble. The person that come in last got the best advantage because
And
he got you while you at your weakest. You know what I'm saying? So you should be qualifying for the last person. You feel me?
Yep. So
If
I
I'm
don't know.
boss, if I'm boss and I'm making a wrestling, I'm booking that. I'm like, yo, the incentive of winning is to come out last, not come out first, brother.
But I guess if you're doing it this way, you're telling them, hey, you're competing for the first spot, whether it's good or bad. At least you're trying to get into this match to be the TNT champion. So you're
No,
still fighting to become a champion, even though you're kind of
no.
getting shafted on your
Nope.
position.
Nope. You can't make a shit sandwich taste like a Big Mac. I'm sorry, man.
Well, the match for the number one spot is Moscato Dorado versus Ciampa, Tommaso Ciampa, and it's a pretty good match. But we've talked about it. They're pushing Ciampa, and he hits a knee to win the match. I mean, it was a good match, but I kind of knew how this was gonna go once I seen the competitors come out. I'll be honest.
Right. I mean, what it look like what it look like, we got a pay-per-view coming up and we got this other nigga beating Tommaso Ciampa. Like, no, not
Yeah,
gonna happen.
yeah.
Yeah, we seen that coming. But hey, sometimes a good match is a good match. Even if you kind of know where it's going, sometimes you just want to see how it's gonna go. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, ain't nothing wrong with trying to see how it's gonna go. Now,
And like I said, it was a good match. It was a really good match. It just I kind of knew how it was gonna go. Um, we get Darby Allin backstage talking about, I guess, this whole match with Andrade that they're setting up for Dynasty is if Darby wins the match, he gets a title shot at MJF. I guess I missed that. I guess when Max said that, but
how did you miss that?
I guess I just missed it. I don't know.
Since Revolution, he told you he's trying to go for the belt. He
Well,
told you. He
I
mentioned
knew, I
how the
knew
fuck
Darby
you
was
did that,
going for the
bro.
belt.
What the
I
fuck?
knew.
You don't take Darby Allin serious, bro? Oh my God! What show you been watching, bro? What show you been watching, bro? Huh? What the fuck you been watching, bro? What year on AEW you watching, bro? Because I'm in 2026, bro. What you on, bro?
Understand that Darby was going for the title, and I understand that Andrade was supposed to take out Darby per MJF. I missed the part where
But where's the
MJF.
butt, nigga? Where's the
I,
butt?
I missed the part where MJF told Darby that if he beats Andrade, that's an immediate title shot. That's what I missed.
MJF don't get to make that fucking decision. MJF, you missed that because MJF don't make that motherfucking decision, bro. Are you serious, bro? Who the hell is MJF? Like, is he Tony Khan in him? Like, he don't make that decision.
That's
So,
what.
so you telling me, Burr, a man can have ambition like Darby Allin, right? Do his thing, get his ass whooped, skateboard, beat ass, want the belt, tell niggas he want the belt, make it clear he want the belt, right? And just because MJF don't acknowledge it, he gotta stop doing it?
I just.
Man,
Well,
you stuck on that Kenny Omega shit, and I ain't mad at it because that's my guy, and I honestly think he might pull it out. But Darby Allin already told you niggas he was in this. He told you he was in this. So yeah, you right. If he beat the assassin, he need to go ahead and go for the belt.
Apparently, he's getting a title match.
You damn right. You damn Skippy. You damn Skippy. You damn Skippy.
So I guess they're setting up a trios match. This happens on Collision because they're setting up a trios match for Dynamite. Because as he's talking, Brody King and Jungle Jack Perry, Tarzan Boy, come up, and Brody says, "Darby, listen, you put me through a coffin," and Jack Perry says, "And you set me on fire." And Brody says, "I got your name tattooed on a headstone because I wish that you were dead." And Jack Perry goes, and you lit me on fire. So Darby's kind of hoping that they can get past their differences to team up and be on the same page for one night only. Apparently that's going to be over there on Dynamite on Wednesday night. So fine, this was a comedy spot where Jack Perry made the he lit me on fire comment. So all right, we're setting up a match for Dynamite.
Jungle Jack Perry, shout out to Luchasaurus.
Well, yeah. Well, we get a different match than this one. The reason being is Brody King, a friend of his had passed away, and so he missed Dynamite this last week, taking part in a funeral. CM Punk, I think, was there. Danhausen was there. I think there's a bunch of people that I think this was somebody that meant a lot to a bunch of people, and so they missed the show. So instead of Brody King, we get Bandito in his place. So you got Bandito, you got Jack Perry, and you got Darby Allin taking on Mark Davis, Andrade, and Takeshita.
Don Callis family.
Yeah.
Some of the heavy shooters right there.
Oh yeah. And this match lasted longer than I think it should have. It lasted a while for me. It was explosive. It had some nice moments, but I guess I'm ready to move on to something else, or it just wasn't gripping me on this one. Andrade ends up getting the win, but But the story of the whole thing is after the match, you've got Darby getting jumped, you got the Young Bucks coming out to brawl, you've got the Rascals coming out to brawl. But in the midst of all this, two people that cannot get on the same page in the ring is Okada and Takeshita. And they come to blows right there in the middle of the ring. I mean, I guess, you know, they already got permission from Don Callis. Hey, we're going to end up fighting after this, so we can get a little bit of this anger out.
Friendly fade.
But they still got a team together. They still got a team together this weekend at Dynasty against the Young Bucks. So does that already kind of tell you how that match is going to go?
Yeah, unless they're going to pull the wool, pull the wool over our eyes, pull the rug from under our feet and do some shit, you know. But Takeshita got 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah.
In the Don Callis family. So we're going to see, bro. We're going to see. But it's interesting that they got turmoil. This is how it is sometimes, man. Is it brotherly love or is this going to be a forever breakup is the question at hand.
That's a good question. I think Okada doesn't need the Don Callis family. I think Takeshita needs the Don Callis family more, but I think Takeshita can be a babyface better than Okada can. And Don Callis are heels. So
Takeshita already like almost out of there, you know? He's almost
right.
on he already kinda did him a little weird at Revolution, so and he was doing this before that. We'll see which one. It's one or the other though. It's Okada or Takeshita.
We get a weird backstage promo with Doc Samson, basically talking about how the MJF brought out the injuries that Omega is going through, and how his stuff is just going to explode one of these times. It's just going to kill him in the ring. Doc Samson says that MJF really doesn't know what he's talking about. That's not the case. He's just trying to build heat. So I don't know if they got something, bad rep on this whole segment, and so they had to bring something in to kind of tone it down.
Yeah, don't Kenny Omega got like diverticulitis or some shit or
diverticulitis.
Yeah, okay. And I mean, I don't know, maybe the fucking people that got that shit felt, I don't know. It's a sensitive world we live in, and sometimes people got to explain some of the things they say because they might get canceled. I don't know. I think MJF said worse, but
yeah, I do too. So I don't know, but it could have been, like you said, it could have been just one of those weird things that out of all the things he said, this is the one thing that people have a problem with. You watch them all the time on Facebook, these comedians that sit there and do this joke and this joke and this joke, and at some point they say one thing and the crowd doesn't laugh the same way. They kind of, huh? How could you say that?
Well,
like, oh, everything else was funny up to this point, and now you're offended. So maybe it's something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't really do much for the feud to me one way or the other.
shit.
So
I mean, I don't know, bro. Bro. Like I said, I think that the wrestling crowd is the least sensitive crowd of pop culture and consumer of media. But I don't know. I don't give a fuck about Doc Samson any damn way. Fuck what he talking about, nigga. Nigga, show me your doctor degree, nigga. While you talking about, while you trying to explain this and that, explain to me, nigga, what school you went to and what you learned, nigga. Explain to me some things I don't know about being a doctor, motherfucker.
Let me see your mandatory training certificate on doctoring.
Let me see some shit, man. You talking about all this and that. Let me see some shit. Like, boy, shut up. If Kenny Omega die in the ring, listen to me, too. If Kenny Omega die in the ring doing what he love to do, then he's showing y'all that he beat the disease, whether it kills him or not. Because if you sit around with diseases and ailments and disabilities and you let them fucking stop you from doing shit because you're afraid what it'll do to you, like, you already did. So, MJF, he just, get off his, man. Come on, bro. Keep going before I go down the fucking. Come on, bro. Y'all piss me off in here.
We got Queen Aminata taking on Willow on Dynamite. And
damn, Willow, fuck. I'm getting tired of seeing her and hearing her fucking name.
Yeah, she putting in the work. And honestly, Queen Aminata.
Willow's name, girl. Shit.
Queen Aminata has a good showing in this match, actually, but she's not on that same level as Willow and taking a TBS title, so Willow gets the win here. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
This was for the belt too.
Yeah.
What the fuck gave Queen Aminata the fucking what? They just needed to have the belt up. Willow be
It's
putting the belt up like she got a open challenge every week.
that's pretty much what it is. That's pretty much what it is.
Damn, she just fighting for her life every week.
We also
She
get a
must got
nice
the work.
moment.
She must got the work rate stamina for this shit because she
Oh
always out
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, and she's improved a lot since she first started in AEW. So I actually
Most
enjoy
definitely.
watching her. Um, we get a moment where Jericho comes out and he talks to the crowd because Jericho's returned to WWE or AEW. He did the little promo where he said he was home. Well, he's coming out to sign his new AEW contract. And as he's
Right.
getting ready to sign it, he gets interrupted by Ricochet and the Demand. And Ricochet is just basically like, hey, bro, you're old. Nobody likes you around here. Just do yourself a favor. Don't sign that. Don't sign that. Don't sign that. Jericho says he's going to think about it, but realistically, in this contract, he has an opportunity to pick any opponent that he wants to pick to fight at Dynasty. And he decides, and he takes off part of the clipboard, and you see the name Jericho on the back of the clipboard, which brings up some good memories of Jericho and a certain saying that he had. And he even brings it up saying that he hadn't done it in 10 years, so he might be a little rusty. But Ricochet, because he's bald and because he interrupted him, he just made the list.
Dang, another pussy nigga checked him off the list. I forgot how that song go by Lil Pab. I just checked another pussy nigga off the list. Yeah, you on the list, buddy. Ooh,
Yeah.
I just checked
So
another pussy nigga off the list. Yep, that's it. Hey, I was really offended by that ball hate. What's up with that ball hate? Doc Samson, I need you to get on the next episode and explain to what Chris Jericho really meant about that ball shit. Hmm? What are you talking about? Hmm?
I
Hey,
mean,
Doc Samson, can you explain that shit next week? I need you to make another statement because as a ball man, I'm offended by this nigga Chris Jericho talking about you're bald. You're bald. Let's shut your bitch ass up. You're bald. Well, you know what you're saying? You're bald. Well, oh no shit. Yeah,
so
I was pissed off. Yeah, I thought that was funny. Yeah, I was pissed off. Yeah, I'm hurt. My community of bald niggas is hurt. Get out there, Doc Samson, and explain yourself. Cause the Lionheart, he ain't been on the show for 1 month. He talking greasy.
Boss got some hate towards Jericho. He offended. His feelings hurt.
I love Chris Jericho, man, but he is a shit talker. Look, the Lionheart. One thing about the Lionheart, he just talked that shit. I think Ricochet might have met his match.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is
As
gonna
far
be
as
a
like a
good.
petty shit talking ass dude, it don't really get no lower than Chris Jericho. So, cool little segment for real, funny segment, cool segment, entertaining. I like Ricochet's trajectory in the AEW, and it's cool to see Chris Jericho back in Canada. You feel me?
Yep, yep.
So I would definitely be tapped into this match, bro. And y'all tap into the prediction blog when it go up about Dynasty. Y'all will see what I think about it.
I mean, I'm intrigued with the dynamic of Ricochet being the heel instead of Jericho, and Jericho playing the babyface. That intrigues me about this. I'm interested, but we'll get into that more on the prediction show. We're gonna go ahead and move on.
Let's move on, brother.
On Collision, the main event of the night, and there's another match that happens, but that we haven't got to that I'll get into in just a second. But the main event of the night is an 8-man tornado tag match. And
Oh my
it's
god.
Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong with
Oh,
Jet Speed's Kevin Knight and Mystico. So you got half the part of the trios champs, and you got Roddy and Orange Cassidy from the Agglomeration, and they're taking on Claudio and Wheeler Yuta from the Death Riders, and David Finlay and Clark Connors of the Dog.
You know
So
who I'm cheering for.
yeah.
I was just waiting for you to say their names. Man. You say the best for last.
and this is another one of those matches I feel like it went on a lot longer than it should have. I don't know if there was people missing. I don't know if there was something that was supposed to happen, the show didn't. So a couple of these matches got extended. But we end up getting towards the end of the match. We get the Dogs fighting Strong and Orange Cassidy towards the back. And as they're doing that, Mystico sets up the Mystica and on Claudio. And then you get the most devastating splash in AEW history, the UFO splash.
That's right.
Hitting Wheeler Yuta for the pin.
Woo! They the trio champions, bro. So I mean, you know, this how it go.
Yeah,
Your boy
they
Speedball, where's Speedball at? Speedball knew not to show his ass up tonight at Collision or what? He knew you was gonna be watching, so he was like, I ain't gonna show up. I'm gonna let y'all do this tag team shit. And I mean, Darby Allin, he too busy being a single star, so he can't look out for Orange Cassidy and Roger Strong. And I mean, the Dogs, they just interchangeable fucking dogs. But and they lost. I'm mad about that. Why they lose? Why the Dogs losing? Like, what the fuck?
Well, on Dynamite, it shows the Dogs attacking Roderick Strong and Orange Cassidy in the back with Gabe Kidd showing up.
You fucking right.
You got Gabe Kidd showing up and sitting there talking to the camera while they're getting jumped behind him. And he says, what I was asking for about 3 weeks ago, the Dogs are coming for the trios titles. And I'm all for it. Take them off of Jet Speed. Take it off of Mystico. It was a nice moment, but get Mike Bailey off my TV with his damn title. And as long as you go at the Dogs with hard work and determination and mental stamina and toughness, then you too can hold a title like this and be a winner. Yeah. Get that shit out of here.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is gonna sound fucked up. Cause you know I love the Dogs, but I think they are in contention, but I don't think they ready quite yet, man. I think it's gonna take a little bit to take them titles off of Jet Speed. I don't know if the Dogs might be the team to do it though. I mean, out of the Tornado tag, they look like the best ones, and Gabe King is out of a casket. fresh out the coffin. So I mean, yeah, they probably are gonna be the team to do it. But I think it might be an uphill. Cause I mean they kinda struggled against the conglomerate, you know?
I'm wishing for, you had that Brock Lesnar versus John Cena match at one time where they thought it was gonna be this big major match, and then Lesnar basically just squashed him. He just suplexed him like 14 times and F5'd him like twice and then walked away.
Yeah.
I want the Dogs to do that to Jet Speed and Mystico. I want them to just batter and bruise
that ain't
them.
gonna happen, man. You know that ain't gonna happen. The UFC, not the UFC, the UFO splash too strong for that, bro. So it's not happening. And Mike Bailey speedball, he speeded up, he twacked out, and he got too much mental fortitude for that. So I don't know, man, but this is what that tornado match was all about, and they carry on the Dynamite to let y'all know, like they're going for it. So yeah, hell yeah, I'm with it. I'm with the Dogs all the way for this. I am.
Yeah, me too.
I am. Good.
So we get on Collision. One of the other matches that happens is FTR taking on London Lightning, London Thunder, Paris Thunder, and Mo Bamba or something. I can't remember their names.
Roppongi Vice.
Yeah, it wasn't Ravpunky Vice.
Ravpunky Vice ass niggas, jobbers.
And
Jobbers
that's
from another
exactly
country.
that's pretty much what it was. They sit in one spot where they get a hot tag. The jobbers actually get a hot tag after Mo Bamba gets out of the ring, and Dax and Cash are both just laying in the ring like they just took this massive bump when it was like an insecurity or something. And the guy doesn't know what to do, and then just instantly takes the shatter machine for the loss.
Damn. He's like, he got in there. Boom.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yo, that wasn't a hot tag. That was a cold tag. That was a cold tag. I nigga got up in there and got cool right the fuck down. Oh shit. He
Well,
came in there hot and got cooled down quick.
after the match, the people that have been looking for FTR, Mr. Cage and Cope and Cage,
Yep.
come out with
Yep.
some chairs, and they're coming for a fight. And so they get in there with the chairs. You got Christian Cage biting people's faces and shit. But they end up setting up. They almost set up a concerto on one of them on Ash, I believe. It almost sets up a concerto. Christian Cage says, no, give me the chair. I want to do it. And as he's getting ready to do it, security comes out to stop him, but the security starts like actually attacking Cope and Cage. So I'm guessing they were paid off by Stokely because they come in there and start throwing punches and shit. And
Police brutality.
it was. And we end up getting one of those security guards end up taking a concerto because of their mistake of coming in and messing with Cope and Cage.
Yo, Cage like, yo, what y'all doing? What y'all doing to me? They be
You're supposed to be behind me.
Why y'all not restraining me? Why y'all beat? I didn't catch the memo. What's going on? I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah. Well, Cage had been busy because on Dynamite, we got Cope and Cage coming out, and they do a little promo about FTR. And Cage says that he had to go pay FTR's mamas a visit. And just to make sure that there was no miscommunication, he said just to clear it, it meant he was banging their moms. So Cage double teaming FTR's mamas. Yeah. Cool.
He old
Father
enough.
figure.
He old enough. He old enough, so I believe him. He old enough. He wild for that though. Cage. Now, if y'all lose, Cage and Cope, if y'all was to ever lose, if there's a possibility of y'all losing, that's why. Because you opened your damn mouth about somebody mama.
Well, and it bites him a lot sooner than later because FTR comes out, they go at it. Cage actually gets a chair wrapped around his arm, and then FTR jumps off the corner onto the chair to brutalize Christian's arm. So Christian now has a hurt arm going into this match at Dynasty.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of chair play at action when you talking about Christian Cage and Adam Cope and you got FTR. Like, it's a lot of chair play involved. Man, I hope you okay. You got a big match coming up this weekend, bro. I hope you okay. What my man CM Punk say, you writing checks that your ass can't cash.
Yep. It bit him quick.
FTR, you don't play that. They don't play that. Even though you know that, I don't know. So for some reason they being looked, I guess half the IWC is a split that they're the underdog in this situation. But hey, don't underestimate them. And I think that's what Christian Cage and Cope did, especially Cage. Cage just in here dangling. He's so fucking loose and out of control. He just dangling through the streets of AEW, man. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But he's definitely out here dangling.
Well, if you're still joining us, we're entering the main event part of the show. We've got one main event wrestling match, and then we've got a main event segment. But I'm going to go ahead and do this now before we get into all this stuff. Y'all, if you're still here, 80% of the people that are watching this right now, watching our shorts, watching our TikToks, they're not just subscribed to the channel. So do us a favor. Go ahead and subscribe. We got a WrestleMania prediction.
That's a damn shame. Sorry to cut you off. That's a damn shame. Go ahead.
We've got a WrestleMania prediction video coming. We've got a Dynasty prediction video coming. We've got interviews that are coming. We're going to be in Vegas shooting a bunch of content. It's coming.
No, it's not.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
All right. All right.
This,
Oil and jizz. Oil and jizz.
yeah.
Oil and jizz, baby. I ain't forget. Oil and jizz. Hey, CM Punk, don't forget, nigga. Oil and jizz.
Never forget. Never forget.
You gonna have to die with that one.
if you're still here, follow us on TB2 Podcast on TikTok. We're on Spotify. We got the theme song on Spotify. It's a banger. We got videos. We got interviews. Y'all make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like button. It helps us out a lot. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get people to see our content, just to see how great and wonderful we are. And if you think that's the case, you'll help us out a lot by just clicking a couple buttons. It costs you nothing to sit there and do a Hulk Hogan leg drop on this like button. It really costs you $0.00. So help us out.
Right.
Do us a favor. We're going to get into the last sections of Dynamite. We have a main event match that's a major brawl between the United Kingdom, Will Ospreay, Callum Newman, which is now the IWGP World Champion of New Japan. We got Francisco Akira and Hanare on the United Kingdom side, or United Empire side. I said United Kingdom, United Empire side. And then on the Death Rider side, you got Moxley, Pac, Claudio, and Daniel Garcia. And this is a Chaos in Canada match, which means anything goes. This is basically anarchy in the arena, but still keeping it ringside.
In Canada.
In Canada.
Canadian, eh?
Oh, don't you know they're going to beat each other's ass in their ring there.
Yep, they can't do it. They ain't going to be jumping off the shit up in Canada. They like, yo, keep this shit a little bit regulated. Stay in the ring with it.
We even get Alex Windsor and Marina Shafir battling it out. They're not even in this match, but Marina came down with the Death Rider, so Alex is like, you know what? My man's out here. He fighting for his life. I'm going to join him.
She the realest. She getting in parking lot brawls. She getting in Chaos in Canada brawls. We can only just pray to have a woman like that on our side, eh? AIWC.
Yes.
But she gotta have a booty like Paige Collette, nigga. No, all right, I'm off the coffee today, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm off the coffee today. Sorry, y'all.
This was it's a crazy match, obviously. You've got stairs, you've got chairs, you've got tables, you got ladders, you got kendo sticks. They're playing all the hardcore hits. I was impressed with a spot in this match where Hanare jumps at Claudio. Claudio's ringside. Hanare jumps at him and he catches him and picks him up for a suplex and then proceeds to walk halfway around the ring carrying this man before he drops him down outside the ring. It was actually pretty impressive. Claudio's a strong dude.
We call that a real yeet. That's a yeet right there.
Oh, he yeeted him all right.
That's a fucking yeet.
Yeah.
Come on, get down with the sickness. Yeet.
Yeah. He takes him. And this, toward the end of this match, I mean, you have all kinds of hardcore stuff. Toward the end of this match, everybody's getting put through tables. Including Moxley. Moxley gets put through a table in a corner by Will Ospreay with his little hidden blade elbow shot, and he pins him for the win, which is probably not a good sign going into Dynasty, but because we talk about it all the time, the one that holds his arm up the show before the pay-per-view, most of the time, don't get to win at the pay-per-view. So maybe Moxley's coming in on top here.
Yo, it's wild how they do this traditional go-home show shit. Like, before the pay-per-view, they just wild the fuck out, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. Usually, not usually, we'll just say, like, you know, one of the formats of booking is whoever wins the go-home show loses the pay-per-view. So, I got a lot of homework to do for that prediction blog.
Hey, it's right around the corner. We'll be shooting it very, very soon. Very, very soon. But the final thing we get on this show at Dynamite, the last thing that we get is a promo battle between MJF and Kenny Omega. They doing the talking again. The difference between them talking and your CM Punk Roman Reigns talking is I think that they believe everything that they're saying, which helps me believe it. I think MJF really thinks that he's the best and better than Kenny Omega. I think Kenny Omega thinks that MJF's a piece of shit. So, you know, I'm believing what these guys are saying. It's building up to the pay-per-view. That's fine. At the end of this, Kenny's still trying to get the handshake from MJF. He's trying to get a, hey, this match isn't personal. It's between two professionals. Let's go ahead and create a
Right,
winner.
right.
And he doesn't get the handshake. MJF tries to go at him, but ends up tasting a knee right on the chin from Kenny Omega, and Kenny Omega takes out MJF and wishes the crowd watching at home and wishes the audience in the stands good night, mwah, and goodbye, or goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang, as the show goes off the air. So this has been your Collision and Dynamite weekly recap as we go into Dynasty.
Go home show. AEW once again, you know, delivering the bread, meat, potatoes, you know.
It's gonna be a good show.
I don't know, bro. I think the build up for Revolution was better. The Revolution card was stacked with title matches and different things like that. And this one is gonna go by a little bit. It's gonna go by differently. Definitely gonna go by differently. But the weekly shows are good. The weekly shows are good. They're keeping the storylines tight. They're keeping the feuds tight. They're keeping things together over there. You know, we get a little bit of nonsensory bullshit that don't make any sense, but for the most part, everything ties together. It makes doing these reviews a little longer, but you know, they tie in longer. We can give y'all more commentary and it helps y'all follow along better. So
Yeah,
shout
for
out to
sure.
AEW.
Well, shout out to AEW. We got Dynasty prediction coming soon. We got Mania prediction coming soon. Speaking of Mania, Boss and the Burr will be in Las Vegas. Gonna be there the
Yes, sir.
16th through the 19th. Well, I'll be there the 16th through the 19th. Boss is there all the time. So,
Yeah, I'm there all the time, but the WrestleMania weekend is only so long, and this that's all that matter. We're gonna be here with the boss on the days that matter for the wrestling community, the IWC. Tap in with us. Yeah, I got some shit planned. We might be featured, do a collab blog, man. I'm gonna get with the Turnbuckle Mafia, see what we could do. We
hell
need to
yeah.
get down there with future stars of wrestling, couple of venues. Y'all fuck with us. Y'all hit us up, man.
Until next time, follow along, subscribe, like. You're ready for the predictions, but for now, we out.
Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas!